Konnichiwa, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to talk about selling distractions. Eigo desu. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. This is the 7th year of the Sales Japan series podcast, broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery in Japanese, Anata mo Purezen Tachijin. Plus, Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muda ni suru no wa yamimashou. And all are available on Amazon. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive and, even better, thrive in business. 1. Sell more and do it more easily. 2. Exceed your targets. In fact, blow up your targets. 3. Make some serious money. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday, the Business Tachijin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 367. Today we're talking about dealing with organizational distractions when selling. We've all seen it. The pendulum swings of organizational change. You can basically break out your stopwatch and get the timing down perfectly. The new CEO arrives and reverses whatever the predecessor was doing. If things have been centralized, now everything will be decentralized. Then here we are, 5 years later, another CEO, and we reverse course again. In the sales area, the goalposts keep moving. The raw numbers chase may now be leavened with big numbers, but from a better quality of client as we move more upmarket. Or it may be that we spread the risks by having a lot of middle-level clients rather than being too exposed and dependent on the big fish and our occasional whales. Or it may be profit rather than market share is the Holy Grail of the moment. There is no doubt that these types of changes are distracting for salespeople. We get into a rhythm and we are well organized. And then next thing, a big change swings through. We have to reorganize our lives and clients. We may have a campaign to get behind which alters how we've been working. It may impact the pricing as we trade profitability for volume or the other way around. We may be on a mission to increase the number of new clients and bulk up the sales funnel. One of the issues that these distractions take our eye off the ball with our clients. We are suddenly wrapped up in admin activities and our time for prospecting is being diminished with endless meetings, new systems, and more reporting requirements. Most salespeople are big picture expressive types. They hate the admin, the forms, the inputting, the detail focus. They feel they could be better off spending their time with buyers. We may get a new section or division boss, and the whole picture changes immediately as the new broom makes changes to territory or client allocation or commissions, whatever they feel like doing. These changes drive the entire team's focus inwards and away from clients. We know this is bad, but we are swept up in the changes. We are desperately trying to navigate a fast-flowing stream which has just transitioned into deadly whitewater. The answer to these externally generated woes is our time management discipline. If we think about it, time is all we have. Therefore, what we do with it determines our level of success. When we're under siege by these types of changes, we can lose control of our time and feel we are just being buffeted and beaten by the waves of the broiling whitewater as we try to avoid the rocks and waterfalls. We know that quadrant 2 is where the gold is kept, not urgent, but important activities like planning. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs, as well as we do them in both Japanese and English. We do them face-to-face in our super safe classroom, and we do them live online. Okay, our show today is being brought to you by, on the 16th and 17th of November, we'll be doing our high impact presentations program. On the 7th of December, we'll be offering our 3-day version of our Dale Carnegie course. Go to our website at www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, which in Japanese is Zaegyo. This is the Bible for selling in Japan. Japan Business Mastery, Japan Presentations Mastery, plus Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane wo Muru ni Sunu wa Yamimashou, and all are available on Amazon. If you like learning by watching videos, we have nearly 2,000 there for you at Tokyo Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show on Japan every Monday, Tokyo time. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and on Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from small, medium enterprises all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. We cannot do everything every day. That is just impossible in this modern business world. So we need to be focused on doing the most important things every day. The only way to get that done is to plan to do it and to stop all of the noise and distraction taking us away from our most important goals for the day. The number of things we can get done during these distracting times may be less than normal, but at least if we are doing 1 or 2 of the most key things, we will stay on track as the chaos unfolds around us. The important thing is that this is what we do every day and not just occasionally when the planets align. That regularity builds a discipline because our time control is working to help us do better with the time we have. Okay, sometimes we are swept away by the chaos and our time is being wasted, but that loss needs to be sequestered to just that day. The very next day, we get back into the discipline of regaining control over our time. There are 3 groups of clients we face: those who will never buy from us, those who will buy eventually, and those who will buy right now. In times of chaotic organizational change, we need to be concentrated on those who will buy now and keep working on those who will buy at some point in the future. We need to be brutal with sorting out who is who and making some tough decisions about where we spend our time. It may require us to fire some argumentative clients who take up a lot of our time, but don't want to pay our fees and are basically a noisy pain. When we are short on time, we have to place a high value on how we spend our days and with whom we choose to spend them. Time is all we have, so we must invest it wisely, and in chaos, that dictum becomes even more important. You can calculate the cost of your time. Divide the income you want by the hours available to earn it, and you come up with your effective hourly rate. It is always humbling to do this exercise. You quickly realize if you don't keep a tight rein on your time, you can easily be working long hours for peanuts. Troublesome clients are expensive in this calculation. Fire them and concentrate your energy and time on wonderful clients who will become lifetime business partners. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, then please work on your karma and share this with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned today. Go out there and survive. Use it and make some serious money. Bucks, dough, moolah, coin, dosh, lolly, readies, smackers, earners, and bread and honey. Remember, I'm in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.